Are you bored at home? Do you not know what to do with all this free time while still being productive? Well, keep watching because I'm gonna give you all the tea and tips on what you can do to pass this time and come out of this quarantine on top. And welcome back to my channel. Eva Marie here, back with another video. So I do want to spend this time right now to say thank you to all the people who believed in me, all the people who have helped me reach this number and are continuing to help me grow. I really love you and I appreciate you, so that's that. Thank you. Today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what we can do to survive this quarantine and also what we can do to be productive while staying at home. So I have my notes right here, so excuse me if I'm looking down. I'm just trying to give you accurate information that I've gathered, and you know, we're gonna get into it. So the number one thing that you can do during this quarantine is to read. I really think that this is such an underrated thing. I mean, I know you guys are probably like, reading, duh. Who wouldn't read when they're bored? But you'd be surprised at how many people do not read. So I definitely think you should read. Reading always, for me, it's like meditation, and it also just takes my mind off of everything else that's going on, and it also helps the time to pass a little bit quicker. I like to read self-help books. I like to read anything that has to do with spirituality and growing the mind, growing the individual itself. That's just the type of books that I like to read, but that's just me. You can read whatever type of books you want. You can read Harry Potter, you can read fiction stories. I know y'all like your little sex books, whatever, but reading really does expand your vocabulary. It just is so many therapeutic benefits to reading. So I definitely think you guys should read. A few of the books that I'm reading right now, I have two books by Miguel Ruiz. So one is called The Mastery of Self, and then the other one is called The 4 Agreements. So I know a lot of people who have read the 4 Agreements. I haven't yet read this, but right now I'm reading The Mastery of Self. Once I'm done with this, I'll go into this book right here. Honestly, I love this author. He basically talks about the Toltec tradition. I guess you guys could look more up on that because I can't really elaborate on it right now because right now that's not where my brain is at. But The Mastery of Self is basically like a self-help book. It teaches you how to become the best version of yourself and see people for who they are, not getting caught up in the dream of the planet. If you've read this book, you already know what he talks about. Also, I know he talks about a little bit of that in the 4 Agreements as well. He talks about domestication, attachment, and all types of things like that. So if you guys want to check that out, definitely check the description box below. I'm gonna link everything down there, so do not worry. Also, I've skimmed through this book, but I'm waiting on my best friend to read it. It's called The Sacred Woman by Queen Afua. I think that's how you pronounce it. Y'all don't clock me if I pronounced it wrong, okay? But definitely I've skimmed through this book. I've read a lot of great things about it. I know like Lauren London reads this book. Erica Badu swears by this book. So, you know, I'm just trying to expand my knowledge and see if this book has anything to offer me. So definitely, once again, I'm gonna link everything in the description box below, and yeah, check these books out. So number 2 that I have on my list is to journal. So I keep a book of just like a notebook, and I just write down everything. It could be my thoughts, it could be just poems, it could be anything, it could be a to-do list. I journal everything. I think writing in your journal is super therapeutic. I mean, even if you just have a journal of thoughts, like, there's no right or wrong way to journal. It's just kind of like writing down whatever is in your head. That's how I look at it. Some people use journaling for poetry and stuff like that. That's cool too. You can also have more than one notebook that you can journal in. You could have a notebook for just everyday you know, topics that you'd like to talk about. You could have a journal for just your thoughts, your dreams, whatever it is. That's up to you, but I definitely think this is also something that is really good, a useful tool that can help you not only pass time, but kind of search deep within yourself. And I think this is a great time to do that because we have nothing but time. Number 3 is really big, and that is to plan out your next moves and your next steps. Right now, I know there's a lot of people that aren't working, and my heart goes out to you because I know y'all gotta pay bills. Some of you all have kids and everything like that. So, and some of you actually have the coronavirus. So I'm so sorry for that, and saying a prayer for everybody, and I hope everybody stays safe out there. But definitely planning out your next moves is probably one of the top things that I would say that I would recommend for you guys to do right now. I know you guys have probably heard people say this all the time by now, but honestly, truly, this is an optimal and very strategic time, and I feel like if we use this time wisely, we can really come out on top. A lot of millionaires are built during times like this in the economy, and the reason why is because we have so much time and we can take advantage of so many different things that this world, the markets have to offer us. So I definitely think that just sitting down, utilizing your journal, reading, using the tools that I mentioned previously will definitely help you get to that next step, whether it be starting your own business, starting your own YouTube channel, whatever it may be. I definitely think that you guys should use this time and capitalize on it, and just plan out your next moves, plan out your steps, write everything down, because once you write it down, it's already out there in the universe. You could just check it off. So that's number 3. Definitely plan out your next moves. Number 4 is something that I implement every single morning, and that is to exercise. Exercising is super important right now because I know y'all probably drinking on y'all tequila, y'all whiskey, y'all wine, and that's perfectly fine. I'm a victim of it myself, but I also have to exercise and make sure my body is not going overboard, okay? Because we all know we eat our quarantine snacks and go overboard, and we don't want that. So I definitely think that implementing some sort of at-home exercise, even if it's running around your neighborhood, coming home, doing some squats, whatever, it doesn't have to be so extraneous, but I definitely think that incorporating some sort of workout routine is definitely a necessity right now, because we have, once again, nothing but time, and if we just continue to eat all of our snacks and all of the food, like, I'm not gonna lie, I be cooking like 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, sometimes snacks. Like, it's OD. So I have to work out, and I definitely think that's something that everybody should be implementing in their day-to-day routine at this moment, and even after this is over. And last but not least, create better habits. All of the things that I listed previously, they are a part of creating better habits. But when I say better habits, I mean things like waking up earlier, eating healthier, you know, just meditating. All of those things are things that you can utilize right now in this time, and beyond this whole quarantine and lockdown situation, we can really, really benefit off of these new habits that we create while we're on lockdown. So like for me, what I'm trying to implement, even though I have all of this time to be up and do all this other kind of stuff, I do try to set myself on a bedtime. I do try to wake up at a certain time, because that is a habit that I want to adopt even after this lockdown. So that's just me, and it could be for you, you know, like eating healthier or not drinking as many wine glasses a night. You know, it could be something so simple and minuscule. Like for me, I am like into Tiger King and Ozark and stuff like that, but I've really tried to put myself on a 1 hour, literally 1 hour watching period, and the rest of the time I try to work, I try to read, I try to do something that's gonna mentally, physically, or emotionally, spiritually benefit me. And watching Tiger King and Ozark is not that. It's definitely entertaining. I'm not gonna strip all entertainment from myself, but I do wanna have somewhat of a balance. So yeah, I definitely think everybody should create better habits, whatever that means to you. So guys, that's it for this video. It was a really quick video, but I just wanted to come out with this video to encourage you guys to just utilize this time to capitalize on whatever it is that you may need to capitalize on, utilizing this time to really hone in on yourself and try to feed positivity into yourself, so that when you come out of this quarantine and lockdown, you kind of have all your ducks in a row, and you know, you could take over the world. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Once again, thank you so much for everybody who has helped me get to 1,000 subscribers. And until next time, toodles.